Hello guys, hope you're doing well. I just got notification from DHL that I should receive my KS5M, and I don't have my fan spoofer adapters yet from the Bitman order that I did from Air something website, Altair. Anyways, I have this 4 of this connector that's gonna go to the fan spoofers, and I have this CPU connectors that will work for my for this connector, for 4-pin connector. The only issue I'm gonna have with one of them, because if you see in the camera here, one of them has slight angle right there. I mean the shape of the pin. Let's see if I can focus there. All right, so if you could see this pin right there at the very edge, it's supposed to be cut corners. There is a squares ones and there is like a shaped ones with the cut corners. So one connector works perfectly. I believe the one here on the right, on the left here on view, and then this connector actually has square on these 2 connectors and the shaped one on the other 2 ends. So opposite from this connector. So basically this one is usable. This one I have to shape this 45 degrees corners a little bit to make it work and easy slide in. Otherwise I have to really force it, which I don't want to do. And I have 2 of these. I could have found probably all 4 of these kinds, but I don't want to ruin all these cables. I have just left extra from my GPU mining, bunch of the PSU, computer PSU that I ordered before, 1000 watts, but only few connected to motherboard, and bunch of these extra cables laying around. So I just can utilize, so I don't have to buy anything extra, and get it ready for my KS5M. So let me cut it and I'll show you how I did this connection. All right, so all I'm gonna do is just clip a little short wire. I don't need a long, I can really do a really short one. I'll just do something just like that. I'm gonna cut it and clip it just right there. And we'll clean it up so it's the same size right here. All right, so perfectly straight. There's actually a copper wire inside, which is pretty cool in this one. And then I do another one just the same size. So they're looking pretty close together, right? So we don't have a bunch of different sizes there. Okay, so we can get rid of this. And I'm gonna clip this as well. Clip a little longer and then clean it up just like so. All right, so I'm gonna just do prep one connector, then finish the rest. Cut this one as well and make all 4 of this, but I'll show you just one. It's really easy to do. You get this set, you buy it on Amazon or eBay, wherever you can get through, from China even, but if you want it faster, you can get it probably from, fastest is from Amazon, obviously, because you can get them almost overnight, some of the orders. And so I'm gonna clean this up, clean this ends up a little bit, right? And then we're gonna do this. Actually, I'm supposed to split these wires first. So I wanna just splice them so they're kind of separated. So, all right, so something like that. And all I have to do just make these ends and connect these little connectors to this end right here. So I may even clean a little bit more because I want to make sure they grab a better connection, and this wire is kind of thick. So like just so, like right there, probably enough. Okay, and then we're gonna use a crimper that designed for these connectors, right? So first we're gonna go with this a little larger 2220 and then finish up with 2824. So I'll show you how I do it. I'll just basically get this cable right in, just like that. Actually, I just have to bend this end slightly so they hold up the wire, not too much. Probably can do with the nails so I don't overbend. Okay, we'll do another one. So basically I'm gonna just squeeze this end just a tiny bit so it will hold the wire. I figure that's the easiest way to do it, and then I would just slide it right in just to make sure it can hold by the wire. One more attempt, a little bit bent, slide right in. Okay, so now when I slide it like this, see, it's kind of holding by the wire right there. So I'm gonna get rid of the other wires, and all I have to do is just use this crimper, put it on the middle there, and push it in. So I don't have this actually sticking out a little bit further. Alright, so I had to slightly redo it. I pushed it in again so it's ready to go. Then I'll put in the crimper just right there. And I need to make sure this end, hopefully you can see guys right there, I don't bend this end all the way. So what I need to be really careful is about that end. There's probably easier way to do it, but I don't know. I just figured I need to keep this out so I don't bend this little thingy, and then as I tighten it, I push the wire in a little bit so it doesn't slide out, and I press. So here what I've got this, two of the lips straight, and I only bent on the copper wire here, and the copper wire a little bit sticking out past this. So next I'm going to the smaller side because it's not gonna fit if I only crimp one time on the larger. For some reason it doesn't fit here because it's kind of a big. I'm gonna show you. So if I'm gonna try to fit them, it's actually a little hard because it's still kind of wide on the sides here. So I'm gonna use the next crimper size and make it slightly smaller right there. Okay, right about there. And I want to make sure, again, same thing, the lips are coming out a little bit so I don't bend them. Okay, so now I have it tightened. See how much tighter it is. Okay, and that's gonna make it fit pretty easily. See, it slides just easily right there. Okay, so I have to finish all 4 of these guys, and we'll come back and I'm gonna show you how I wired it to the right colors. All right, so here you go. This is what I had, and this is what I've got. I got this CPU connector ready to go into this adapter. So how do I know the colors? Okay, well, that's a really good question. Basically, you have 2 on the top that it's red and yellow, and the bottom is blue. When it's gonna come on your minor fan, so it will be blue and black and red and yellow on the top. And it's a very simple connection. You have your red and yellow go in the middle, just like that, and 2 of these goes on the outside, just like this. So very, very simple connection, okay, just like this. So you make 2 of the uppers in the middle, and you don't need to twist them or anything, they just go this way, right there. Very easy way to set them up when you have this pin on the top. And really what you need to do is now pay attention, because your blue color is on the side here, and the blue typically comes on the very end. So one side is black and one side is blue. So all your standard fans, just like that. So just so you know how you do it correctly, if you facing the slots up, your blue will be on kind of going towards this side on the right. So that's how you know how it's correct positioning in the fan, just like this, right? So now, and I know my lowers has black and blue, just like that, and yellow and red. So how do I know which one goes where? I know because it's the way they colored. You're gonna look at your fan in your miner. So when you open up, you're gonna see these colors. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how it looks on the picture real quick. All right, so you can see on this picture, this is the actual KS5L, that the reds and yellow on the top. And by the way, if the those Bitman adapters are different color, I believe there's a tool you can push these pins out and put it in the way you need it. So really shouldn't be a problem. A lot of people reporting that these adapters comes wrong colored or kind of reversed directions or different colors. So it doesn't matter, you can still make it right. So anyways, I'll show you guys. See how this 2 in the middle goes just straight in the middle, and you point in your just to match the color. I'm gonna show you and put right next to it, so you could see the slots are going down, and you could see the colors of this cable. The fan cable matches directly to the cable, to the colors of the picture, the red and yellow in the middle and the black and blue on the side, right? So that's what we're gonna do. So I don't need to keep it there. I'm gonna check them later for reference, but all I gotta have to do is keep on going this way, and from starting, so you need to position your clip release, the latch release upward, and we're gonna go from blue side, so the bottom 2 wires, and they're gonna go this way, so basically to the ends, straightforward. So you don't need to do anything, just slide just like this. So I'm gonna do one at a time, making sure my clip's pointing upwards towards the shape of this. See the shape of that pins? Okay, so that's what I need to do, just like that. And I'm gonna do one at a time so I don't reverse. So I'm just gonna go ahead and slide it in until it clicks. And if it doesn't click, that means you're right there. See that pin on the top? It's not pulled out. So I'm gonna do this one first, right there, until it clicks right there. See how it clicks? And this one I need to do is pull that little sticky thing with the blade. Just need to get the razor blade in order to do that. Just a second. All right guys, so I basically pushed out the pin, this little thing right there, this little wing. Basically it's just supposed to, the one that's supposed to clean, I pushed out because for some reason it got dented in. So just make sure all of those pins are out so you can basically click them in. All right, so let's go back and we're doing again this connection. So now 2 of the outers, like I said, see those 2 outers? It's going one to the one side, one to the other side. All right, so I'm clicking the second one in, nice and click sound. All right, so now it's really easy because all it's left to do, just 2 in the middle, and those you cannot switch because they just go in exactly direction just like that in between. So you don't have to flip them or reverse them like this, no twisting, just one on the left going to the left, one on the right going to the right, and you just pushing them between. And you can start actually from doing that from the middle as well. I don't know, I just did exterior ones, but and I'm also gonna do one by one. So I'm gonna do one here until it clicks. All right, and then also you just make sure it doesn't pull out, and you do the second one until it clicks. Right there, all four of them in, perfectly sitting in. All right, so you could see that. Hopefully you could see that, guys, right there. Enough lighting. All right, see, all four pins ready to go. Now we can verify and put our connector. Just one more double check. Make sure when you push the connector, nothing pops out. So you make sure all your pins are clicked and secured, right? So that's pretty much it. All I have to do, just make 3 more of this. And again, look at the wiring. Now we're gonna check again this diagram. I'm gonna flip it just like this. So my clipper on the top, just like matching this picture. And so see those 2 in the middle, the upper ones, red and yellow, goes in the middle. So my 2 in the middle goes to 2 in the middle, right? And then 2 lower ones goes to the outside. So you don't have to twist. All parallel cables just goes right in, and you match an exact design of it. So that's it, pretty easy. They also can be checked in right in the miner. You can connect the regular fan here, and if you connect fan and your fan is blowing air as you connect to the miner, you have to turn it on, then you know it's working. So prior maybe putting in the liquid special, I mean, if you're using Fruition design, it's kind of easy because you can keep it open until you test it, but and make sure the miner starts. But usually you want to put your the fan spoofers, connect everything, start it up, make sure it's running, and then put it in the liquid. The first one I kind of dropped it in and it worked. I only tested the connectors, I didn't test the spoofers. But best way to do is check all your spoofers, make sure the wires, everything working properly. Okay, so I have 3 more to go. I have to finish this real quick before the miner comes in, and so I'm ready to put it in the fluid. All right, so we're doing final checkup basically on all the cables are made already. It's pretty simple, took me maybe 20-25 minutes. First I prep all the pins and then I just push them in. The most difficult part, or not difficult, but the stressful part, not to reverse these cables, but after you connect them all, you just place them all in the manner like what you see on the picture here, right? So you basically get all of your square connectors facing up, the clips, those release clips facing up, right? The push release, and check all the upper cables. All 2 uppers pair goes to the middle. So this upper goes to the middle, this upper goes to the middle, this upper goes to the middle of this fan, and this upper goes to the middle of this fan connector. And the bottom 2 wires goes to the exterior, and the 2 outer connectors, outer. So that's all the checkup you need to do. The next part will be to check with the spoofer. Now, the only other thing that I need to do is, and I forgot which ones, I just need to wait for my miner to come in. It's almost 9 p.m. and it still didn't come. I'm not sure if it's coming today. DHL said it's coming, but anyways, I'm ready. I'm gonna open up and see if it comes today. But the last thing I'm gonna do, I believe these 2 are correct. The one with the clips on the right, these 2 with the CPU label, I need to shave, I believe, this down 45 a little bit, these little pins here. I don't know if you guys see the difference, right? So between this and this, I wonder if I can zoom it in. Just right there, okay. Do you see it? So this bottom one is square, needs to be, just has this 45 cut out on this pin and this pin. These two are square, so what I do is with the razor blade, I just basically 45 here, two of these sides, and this side, I cannot reach the middle there really. I just shave just a little bit and it slides right in very easily. That's all. I mean, you can really push it in, force it, but you don't want to do that. I guess all you got to do is just clear that up a little bit. Fortunately, I don't want to waste two more of these cables just for this connectors, and I already ordered a bunch of them, 10 of them coming, but I'm not gonna be here. That's why I have to make it ready to go. Let me know what you guys think about these connectors, and let's see the miner in already. All right, so this box, look how much bigger the KS5M versus 12 terahash KS5L. The box is bigger by about probably, I want to say about 4 inches, right, roughly. But the miner itself is also bigger, but I don't think it's full 5 inches. Let's check. So the Fruition design kit, right, when it fits there, and then between it's the same exactly power supply. So the difference is really distance between Fruition design kit and this connector. So basically, when you compare that between this on Fruition design kit when it's screwed on, this should touch there. So it's really just about under 3 inches, so probably 2.5 inches, the distance here, right there. Let me measure. All right, so it will be super hard to measure, but I'll try my best. So basically, I put the Fruition design kit that I use for KS3M, KS3, should fit for KS5L next to KS5M, and let's measure the difference here. So really you're about 2.25 inches short to the power supply. I'm not sure if that's the same. Well, it is look like the same power supply, yes. So overall distance, I don't have right next to me the KS5L, but the distance here for the miner itself, it's 13 and 3/8, okay, 13 and 3/8 to be exact. I don't know if anyone trying to do immersion, it's probably gonna matter, and also it's really gonna matter for the Fruition design kit. If you're gonna use one from KS3M, you're not gonna have enough. You need to extend this or get the bigger one. Obviously, it's 3-fan option, but they have 2-fan option, which exactly the same PSU with the 2-fan that all of the IceRiver units now use, and they even sell for all the units the same PSU. So this distance should be the same. I guess that's only 2.25 inches longer than the other model, even though the box itself a lot longer. That's why I kind of got scared. It's almost 4 inches longer. Is it wider? 12 inches. Yeah, it looks like it's also a different boxing now. Look, it's also about 1/2 inch. I don't know if you could see that, 1/2 inch wider. So not just 4 inches longer, 5 inches. It looked bigger, you know, like when I saw it, it's like, oh, why is the box so big? Anyways, they make the box bigger, probably for cushion, but extra cushion, but it's, I guess the board similar to KS5L new board with these fans, and so that's the one I just built. Right here I put this spoofers that came with the C6 unit, right? So all this ready to go. And remember, I need to still shave off one of those squares on this connector, so I need to find out which one. So what I'm gonna do, disconnect these fans so I can remove them all together, all right, from this unit. Okay, so let's see which one. Yeah, obviously need to shave the one on the right when you're looking on the pin, so that's how it looks. Now the color, notice the color of this exactly same as on the picture, so you have yellow red and blue black. So that's how we wired it on our for our fan spoofers. So let's compare these two connectors and see which ones I need to shave. The one with the CPU label, see, like this one has a CPU label. Why is it not, I'm not focusing, okay, right there. So it's hard to do, hold the camera and do that at the same time, but I'll try. Okay, right there. Okay, perfect. So this I don't have to modify. So this with the CPU label, it's fine. This is gonna work perfectly. I can basically just take out the old fan and put the new fan, and that's it. It's just gonna slide right in. Boom, easily. So the CPU label, it's really is the pretty cool option there. What happened to my cover? I need to switch, okay. And this one, see how easy it just slides right in. No issue. Now with the other two, now I have to shave these two and make it similar. So I need to shave this square to 45, these two, and the upper will be a little bit harder to do, but I'll show you guys how I did it. Right, so on the second set, I don't know if you guys could see this, I shave it off this 45 degree just right here. Hope you guys could see this with the light shining. So right there, I shaved this one. I shaved a little bit too much, but that's fine. Just shave the plastic 45 from this connector and 45 on this edge. Over here inside, I just notch a little 45, really, just to make it slide easier. And same to the second. And look how easy it just slides right in, basically, and clips into the miner board. Okay, so this is all ready, but I still need to remove these wires. And again, I need to remove and cover from PSU and remove probably one of these bars, like I did before, previously on the KS5M. Looks like similar setup. So we're gonna take this off. And yes, you can't, unless you wanna cut the wire off, you can't really push it through, but this lower one, you have to remove. So I'm gonna unscrew it and basically get this bar out. Careful not to lose any screws. So, and then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna twist it. I'm gonna push like this, twist around, just so, just like so right there. I hope you guys could see this. And pull it out really easy, boom. And it's ready to go. So now you can push through this cables really easy. Just a little bit this connector push down, and then this cable goes out, and that's it. You're pretty much done. All I have to do, just put this bar back, or same way back to connector, and align with the screws, really careful not to over tighten and also not to under tighten, but have to make sure every single one of them fits properly. Need to release a little bit so they're, until all the screws are in the place. Okay, just like so. And the finally, I'm gonna put the last one here and tighten all the screws. really carefully not to over tighten, and then I'm gonna use hand screwdriver to check to make sure it's tightened well enough, because you don't want to rely just on impact screwdriver, okay? And once you're done, you're pretty much gonna be ready to go. The spoofers I usually put just right there. I can put the cover right back on after I'm done with this, and it's gonna be ready to go. Just need to remove the fan. So I'm thinking, because of 2.5 inches, 2.25 inch longer, it will be still in the fluid, because my handle's under a fluid about 1/2 inch. So there's still gonna be 1 inch under the fluid, at least 1 inch, maybe a little more, but still kind of worried that it's that section, another 2 extra inches gonna be out, further out where the hotter fluids is. So I don't know if I'm gonna need to reverse later, maybe this miner upside down to let the fluid kind of run this way. I don't know what you guys think. Well, I'll try first to put it like normally, you know, reversed, so the intake will be on the exhaust side, but we'll see if it works. So let me tighten and cover this up. All right, so this unit is ready to go into the water. Actually, it's not water, I call it water, but it's immersion fluid. So don't ever put these units in the water, you're gonna damage it right away in a second. So I'm gonna be first, I wanna make sure those spoofers are working. So I need to connect Ethernet and the power cable. So I'll move this unit to garage where I have 240. Test it out, just make sure the green light goes on, and then bring it and dump it into the tank, I guess. All right, so I connected it to 236 volt power meter, 137 volt, right? And I have my Ethernet cable plugged in, So I'm gonna start, I'm not gonna let it run, I'm just wanna make sure the spoofers, so the red light goes off, that means spoofers working properly. So let's turn it on. And nothing happened, hold on. Because this unit is off. Okay, so now it's on. All right, now I can turn it on. Let's see. Okay, so we have all 4 lights on. We have green light blinking here, which typically what's happening right now, it's the green light blinking until it's connected and the hashing board start mining, then you have solid green there. So that's the first sign we're looking for. And so these 2 red lights go away. So we're gonna have to have green light blinking here and green solid there on the power supply. So let's give it a few minutes. I hope that's gonna start like in, usually it takes like 30 minutes because Ethernet connected. We all good. Let's see on the power side, what are we using there? It's 8 watts. Yeah, when it's starting, it's only using 8 watts, so really nothing until, okay, so see, we have green light solid. That means we're good for the PSU connected to the hash boards. Now we'll have to wait. Okay, perfect. So since we have green light blinking, solid green there, I'm not gonna let this miner start mining because it's already 138 watts. So without the fans, we don't want to overheat. I'm just gonna disconnect, put in the fluid, and let's see if it's gonna work. Boom. All right, guys, look how crazy that looks. They just floating in the water. Sorry about the lighting, I'm just gonna need to switch that underneath the camera. Okay, so look at that. And look at the bottom, look at that pink stuff. So it looks like they're still using thermal paste That pink little stuff, that's the thermal paste came off of this miner that I moved here. That's really weird. I don't know why they still using pink. It's supposed to be upgraded, but all right. So I'm gonna move this DG1 over here, and I'm gonna drop my miner just right here. Guys, so you can see the handles of this miner. It's almost the level of the this little sink. I don't know if you could see that right there. So it's a lot taller, so it kind of worries me, but it's all covered in the fluid. I want to say it's about 1.5 inches below the level, but the handle's kind of sticking out. So let's see, let's test it out. The power connected, the switch is on. Yeah, let's connect to power. Okay, so we have Ethernet connected, the power supply blinking, all four LED lights on. So again, we need to wait until this goes green solid, just like these miners. Look at this KS5Ls, they're a lot smaller. Yeah, at least 2.5 inches, 2.25 inch. I want to say it's taller for a KS5L. I mean KS5M. My guess, these stickers may not gonna hold up, but we'll see. I put it like at the very first, so that all the hot fluid can go away. Hopefully quicker, but let's see. Will the green light go on, and will it go online, and we'll see the hash rate of this unit. Okay, solid green, that's a good sign. Will we get this flashing green? Yes, okay, all right, so let's go check it out. Web GUI connected to my wallet. I haven't connected yet, and hopefully that's the first KS5M in the fluid. I don't know, maybe somebody else already did. I haven't seen it, but let's test it out and check it out, guys. All right, so I have the cover covered up. Let's see the temperature on this 45 degrees. Maybe it will also like the hotter temperature. We'll see. Let's go check it out. All right, guys, while these devices are cooking there, we're gonna run the IceRiver tool real quick and figured out if we have IceRiver, where are you? All right, so we start scanning our devices here on the miner management, IceRiver management tool, and hopefully we'll find that miner and we'll change the pool and see how it mines. So let's check it out. And also I want to show you guys what I did. I want to show you the temperatures there on my shed right now. So let's see. Right over here I have the so exhaust temperature 95, pretty good, right? The exterior right now is 85 degree on an intake. It's hotter for some reason, because probably that air cooler runs and it's generates a little bit of heat there at intake. That's another problematic issue with those immersion mining. And then I have this nice temperature at the blowers, the one that air control was running on AC. The AC start turning off. So my AC turned it off because 80 degrees probably okay to run, to blow the air in, just with Fruition design kits, the one that on the air there below. So anyways, that's what I wanted to show you. Let's wait till we finish scanning our miners and find hopefully that KS5M. Is it there yet? No, it's not. Okay, well, sometimes it takes a while because it's kind of slow scanning every single address. Hopefully we'll get that pretty soon, the address, IP address, and we'll set it up. I'll get back in a sec. Right, so I had find the miner. The IP address is here. It's KS5M miner. Let's see. Yeah, looks like the 3214 firmware. So we may gonna have similar issue with the IP address. So the admin is the standard login name, and then the password 123456778. We'll login, and yes, it is a problem. We need to update firmware. As you can see, if we refresh the page, it's gonna say the message will be miner is offline. Everything else will work. So what I usually do, I update all the pool. I'm gonna set it up probably for hump pool for now, and then I'll switch to the K1 pool because hump pool will be a lot easier for me to do. I just add another account so I can track separately, and that's it. Yeah, it should be up and running. So I'll come back when I change all this. It's pretty easy to do. So now I just need to save this, and everything ready to go, and I need to upgrade. Now I can upgrade firmware. So even without the upgrading firmware, I can change the pool and it's gonna mine, but really want to upgrade it so it's visible when you check stats here, instead of you're gonna get message machine offline. So we'll just go ahead and download that firmware from IceRivers. It's available there under products, manual, tools, under tutorials. And you go down, scroll down the download firmware, and we're gonna choose the KS5M. It looks like they're all literally the same, but still wanna download individual one. And then unzip it, or I'm gonna copy and create a new folder there and make it, just name it basically KS5M. Right there, KS5M firmware, and we'll save it right there. And I'm gonna copy and whole sync and paste into my IceRiver folder. This way I know all the firmwares are here, and now I can go ahead and basically upgrade my firmware here. So I'm gonna click select the file, choose that file for upgrade KS5M, click on that and click update. All right, so machine is not connected. So I guess it's probably restarting or something. I don't know why I can't update again. I have to go back probably again one more time. Let's try it again. KS5M update. All right, so now looks like we got connection. So yeah, looks like it's kind of losing connection even. So be careful, like refresh the page before you do that. And then once you update firmware, it's pretty much should be visible online. Let's see if the IceRiver tool for KS5L will show that machine at all. Okay, operation succeed, confirm restarting, we're doing okay. So this will take a few seconds to restart. I'm gonna copy this address here, and what we're gonna do is try to use KS5L. I don't know, will that work? Have no clue. Let's wait till it's ready. It's probably not connected yet back after restarting. Yeah, we'll have to give probably a few more seconds until it's kind of weird. Let's see, does it even connect? Let's refresh the page. Yeah, it's not restarted yet, so sometimes it takes a little longer, maybe a minute or two. So let's give it a minute so we can restart. All right, after firmware upgrade took about a minute and a half, and then machine is running. So let's see, miner temperature normal, fan speed normal, Now we see on the web GUI all the stats after upgrading firmware. Let's check it out. What's IceRiver monitor gonna tell us anything or not? Oh, look at that. We can read 64 chips. I don't know how many chips really on this machine, but I don't think any other anything else will read the chips. See the 56 chips from KS3M. Not gonna work. Let's say KS3. Yeah, KS3 don't give us anything. KS3M at least reads the board, but it's less chips, 56 chips. So I guess KS5L it's our best bet for now until this gets updated. And to be honest, I believe there is a lot more chips since machine is longer, so it's probably using the longer boards. Sorry, kind of on the side here. So let's wait till it starts accepting shares at least. So we are connected to oh, look how interestingly it's showing the pool in red, the one that connected, and 2 in the green. That's, oh, all of them in the green now. Okay, well, let's see if we get connected shares, accepted share here, and hopefully we'll see oh, the clocks 420. So looks like the clocks reduced. So my guess is the same chips as KS5L, it's just a lot more chips. I want to guess it's probably per board we having like 78 or 80 chips. 80 chips that adds that much of the hash rate, and they were able to reduce the clocks. So when the clock's lower, the power consumption a little bit lower, so they were probably able to balance that somehow. So let's take a look. We're using 3200 watts, guys. That's impressive. Look at this. I'm gonna zoom in so you could see that. So this is my KS5M right over here. So first KS5L in the May batch is 3200 immersion, right? The June batch is 3300 watts more, and the KS5M running 32, 37. So just in between those two, or even actually closer to 3200. It's really impressive. I really like the power consumption on this 15 mega hash version. So really interesting to see what we will have on the pool. Let's see if it's even showed up on the pool yet. So this is my pool right there that I just created, the worker name, and I need to switch to the KS5M worker. Yeah, so nothing connected yet. Let's see if we have any accepted share. Oh, nothing yet. Okay, so wait, I need to refresh. Okay, we have 5 shares, so it's a good news. We slowly start in the temperatures. Looks like 44.57, 45.60. Let's see what's the chip temperatures are. Hopefully not much worse. So let's 73.54 minimum, 73 maximum, 62 average. So it's not been mining yet. We need to get at least probably run it for half an hour until we get real temperatures there in the tank, immersion tank. So I'll watch it closer. Let's give it 30 minutes. I'll come back and we'll check it out, the temps. We'll check it out, if anything with the chips, if any of them getting overheated because of the toll design. And yeah, I'll see in a little bit. All right, so it was a little bit over 8 hours, actually 8 hours and 30 minutes here, and we could see the hash rate going pretty average 15 gigahash. I did increase the temperature in the tank to 48, 49 degrees Celsius, because if it's running cooler, it drops the hash rate as well. So let's take a look at the pool. Let's see what we have. So yeah, so far average is still not there. It's 14.79 here. The 15 minutes average 13.46. And obviously it has not been 24 hours yet, so we don't have that report yet. So obviously payment statistics only 110 CASPA, so it's not the full 24 hours, so I need to run it. And you'll see in my weekly update, I'm not gonna have the weekly update for the last week or this week, as I'll be gone, so I'll be doing that update probably a week and a half from now. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see what else we can compare. Yeah, so this KS5L, the original, also had to increase the temperature a little bit before it get to the hash rate where I needed, because it was running a lot lower hash rate in average, over under 11 terahash until I increased the tank temperature. So my second one actually running a little bit better in getting the average close to 11.8 terahash on the pool. So let's take a look on IceRiver monitor tool. So you can see it's 420 clocks there. So the clocks a lot lower on the chips for KS5L. I mean KS5M. I'm using KS5L because we don't have KS5M on IceRiver monitor tool yet. And we do have the report of 8 hours 33 minutes, 15.4 terahash, and it looks like the temperature I was able to increase a little bit. It was like 50, between 50 and 70, which was a lot cooler, and it started running under 15 terahash. So you need to find the right spot for the temperature of that device to be able to control it. So really just check what's the best temperature for your machine is. So, and I'll show you what I have. What I need to figure it out here, one more thing, to remotely control tank. So I had the Bluetooth device, but I need to access that remotely. So that will be my other option, because if I'm not in the shed, I won't be able to remotely control that. So I'll show you right there. Over here I'm gonna zoom in and so you guys could see that. Let me turn the lights on in a shed. Okay, let's turn both lights on. The temperatures in the morning is pretty cool right now, 65 outside, but take a look at this. I'm gonna zoom in real quick so you could guys see it. All right, so this is the switchboard, and basically it's a remote control device that when I press the button, it's through the Bluetooth, it's basically turns display on. Unfortunately it's only Bluetooth, so I need to get Bluetooth hub in order to control it, or I just need to stand right there at the near shed, which doesn't help. So to remote control, I'm gonna need to have the hub or remotely access my iPhone or phone that will be connected to this device. So that's what I'm researching right now, try to find the app to control the second phone. This way I can leave the phone there for just a little bit until I find the hub. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you like it, and let me know what you think. How is your experience with the KS5M? What's your temperatures, what's your hash rate, and so forth. And we'll see you on the next one.